Hi, I'm Erin Wilson, owner of Breathe Well. I'm a physiologist and breathing coach, yoga instructor, wellness professional for 15 years, and I'm here today to talk to you about gripping. So, gripping is something that I've seen in a lot of my clients, and it's a tendency to hold tension, even if it's emotional tension, stress, in our body, in our muscles. So gripping can happen, my husband brought to light, he'll probably be mad I'm talking about him, but my husband brought to light, sometimes when he's driving home, he finds that he's gripping, or he's got a big meeting that he's going to, he's gripping in his shoulders and his hands, and he started to notice that. I also see gripping happen a lot in our jaw at night. Sometimes if you're somebody who clenches a lot in the jaw, that's an area where you can be gripping, holding as well. And then upper ab gripping is very, very common, especially for women if you've carried a child. I don't know about you women, but I think we've been told to suck our bellies in for all of our life. So if you're constantly pulling your belly in, you're unable to get a full breath, because when we inhale, we should be expanding 360 degrees. So when we inhale, our ribs should come out, our belly should come out, our low back should open up, even our pelvic floor should stretch down. A 360 degree opening for an inhalation. And then exhale, everything comes in. If you're breathing through your nose, or if you're breathing and you're pulling your belly in, it's going to be hard to get that expansion on inhale. So belly gripping is really, really a problem. It can cause a pressure issue, which pressure issues are linked to ab separation, linked to pelvic floor problems, linked to herniations, disc herniations, low back pain. So a lot can go on if we're pulling in constantly. So that's another area of gripping I see. Another area of gripping I see is the glute tucks. So squeezing your butt chronically, pulling in chronically in the glutes can change how your pelvis is tilted. So squeezing in the glute can also actually make your glutes weak. If you're constantly here, you're not actually able to do a full contraction in a full relaxation pattern. You're just stuck kind of in the middle. And that's the same with the pelvic floor, another area in which you can grip. If you're not noticing, you can be holding tight in the pelvic floor. It's kind of hard to get connected down there, but if you're gripping in your jaw, if you're gripping in other areas, you could very well be gripping in that pelvic floor, causing it to be too tight and having some pelvic floor dysfunction. So there's a lot that can happen from gripping, and I like to offer you 3 things you can do today. I think awareness is one of the biggest things, is tuning in with the body, being aware when we're gripping, the things that cause us to grip, just being more present in the moment can be a really great start to combating some of these patterns that we're getting into, these compensation patterns. I have three things I'd like to go over with you. It's stop, squeeze, and shake. I know they sound kind of funny right now, like stop, drop, and roll. No, stop, squeeze, and shake. So we'll talk about stop first. Stop is about if you notice yourself gripping. It's harder to do if you're clenching at night, but if you notice you're doing the dishes, or you're standing in line somewhere and your shoulders are up and you're squeezing your butt and you're holding your jaw, notice where you're gripping. And I want you to just do a body scan. So at that time, if you find you're gripping in one place, you might be gripping in another. So I want you to just do a body scan. That's the stop. Give yourself a moment and scan the body. Start from the toes, work all the way up to the head, and just sending that awareness there to relax. That it's okay. I use a good breathing pattern when I do this. That's inhaling through the nose, expanding 360 degrees on the inhalation, and exhale, relax. So I'm using a diaphragmatic breath with 360 degree expansion. I'm slowing down my breathing. Often when I'm doing a body scan, I'm just breathing a little slower, a 4-second inhalation followed by a 4-second exhalation, just a slower breathing pattern, sending relaxation to that area. That might be all you need to do. And you might have to do it several times throughout the day. In the shower, driving, all the different things we do throughout the day, during emails, in a meeting. You can mentally go through this body scan, start to deepen your breath, a good breathing practice, and just slow down and relax. So just awareness is, stop can be what you start with, and you can probably see a lot of benefits with your gripping from there. Just that awareness. The next one is squeeze. Now this one sounds a little, counterintuitive. Why would I squeeze where I'm tight? Well, sometimes it's just a way to reset the muscle firing. So for example, if I'm squeezing in my glutes all the time throughout the day, so I got a chronic little, tuck and squeeze here, I'm gonna actually squeeze a little tighter, just for a second, breathe, and then relax and see how that feels. Same thing would work for, and you can do this a few times, would work for your shoulders. I think that these are good muscle groups to do this with. Squeeze your shoulders up. You can do one at a time. One here, one there. Squeeze the shoulders up and then relax down. So you're almost over exaggerating that contraction of the muscle, letting it know, hey, let go. And then you're able to, in a way, relax it more sometimes. You can do this in the pelvic floor. You can squeeze it up just for a moment and then relax and feel what a fully relaxed pelvic floor feels like with your belly. You can pull it in, squeeze it, and then relax. I don't know that it works as well for the jaw, but you can try. It's not an area I typically do, but those areas that I just showed you are really, really great for trying to squeeze contraction. It's somatic type of stretching, and then relax. So we have stop, squeeze, and shake. This is the funnest one, but it also might, get you sent to a Looney Tunes place if somebody sees you do it, because it's shake. So I like this one for the jaw actually the most. And if I'm noticing, sometimes I'll do it if my kids are around, but I won't do it in the middle of a store or something, but I shake the head, shake up and down, just shake. It works with the hands, shake it out, kind of just like let that tension go. You can do a full body shake, just really get that butt shaken. So shake it out, literally. I know it sounds so silly, but it again kind of resets it, gets a little more blood flow in that area, and helps you ultimately relax when you're all settled and done. So those are 3 things I do to combat gripping. I had postpartum anxiety with our second child, and so I struggled with my breathing. I struggled with chronic low back pain, pelvic prolapse. I said anxiety, yes. So, my breathing patterns. So I really did struggle a lot, and I've used all of these techniques, and they have definitely helped. So there are these little interventions you can do throughout the day, correct breathing habits, body scans, shaking out that tension, contracting that tension and letting it go. These are all things you can do to support your body and your mind so that you can feel better and be well and show up in your life in the great way, you're meant to be. So I hope that helped you today. And if you want to get in contact with me, just shoot me a message and we can connect. Have a great day. Bye.